Alright guys, why should women not have equal rights? Exhibit A. We see the man here says, what are you looking for in society? The woman says, equal pay and power to men. That's feminism, of course, guys, which is the belief in full social, economic, and political equality for women. Britannica definition of feminism. Alright. And then he asks, what are you looking for in a relationship, in a personal romantic relationship? A man who makes more money and is more powerful. That is called hypergamy, guys. Hypergamy is the practice of marrying a spouse of a higher social status, wealth, or education. And probably people have noticed, it's not really something hidden, that women are like this. Alright, generally. Not saying there aren't any exceptions, but they don't like to date down.
This is different for men. Men don't care as long as she's beautiful.
Preferably up. Maybe across, but preferably up. Hypergamy, guys.
Pause if you want to read this real life example.
Now, of course, at this point, the logic is this. Here's a little summary of the logic.
So all women should be equal to or better than men, and all women should be able to find a man who makes more money than she does. Where have all the good men gone? I just don't get it.
Yeah, guys. All women should make the same, but also they should all be able to find someone better. What? Whatever. Isn't it a little bit paradox, guys? They say they want to be equal on all levels, while in reality, romantically wanting someone better. Question, how can that work on a societal level? Go ahead. How can everyone be equal socioeconomically, women making the same or more, while at the same time finding men to marry who are better, to fulfill their hypergamous needs?
And wants.
Go ahead, answer. Oh wait. Alright guys, how is it possible? It's not, obviously. It's not possible. Yeah, shocking. So here's interesting finding, guys, from dating app data. Men rate women like this, right?
Normal distribution.
Normally, let's say you have 10 women, men would be like, okay, 6 of them are average, and then we got 2 good ones, 2 bad ones. Women are like, okay, we have 10 men, and then what, like 80% are below average? How can 80% be below average? Like, that's not how average works. Anyway, they do rate them like that, right? 80%, 30, approximately, below average.
Delulu?
And then we got a couple of, oh yeah, maybe, whatever, good ones. What's the reason, guys? Well, maybe it's because they are hypergamous.
And a bit delusional?
And all the ones who just make less or the same are just not attractive anymore. Now guys, I'm not excusing all men, okay? Men do have work to do, alright? Being porn addict isn't cool, alright? Not having fight, ambition in them, just accepting things like this, for example.
That is submission and unattractive.
It's not cool, okay? Men, of course, got work to do. So here's the real irony, guys. What makes men really unattractive is submission. So you can't even blame women when men submit to this lack of patriarchy. That's submissive.
Women are having to date down because there are no good men left. Let's talk about why. So usually, men make more than women, which is not fair. Let's not talk about why. We'll just assume it's oppression. So to combat this oppression, we need the government to make laws so that women can make an equal amount of money, which is fair. And once women are making an equal amount of money, now men who make less than them are f***ing losers. Women are getting educated and they have standards, so they're not gonna date down. She needs a man who makes more money than her, which is not fair. Government help!
Alright guys, there we go again. Flawless logic. Oh wait, it isn't. So any rational person should ask themselves at this point, guys, for real. Why are they like this? This makes 0 sense for a rational person. It does not make sense. It is nonsensical. It's the right word. So guys, yeah, what are the options? Either they're
Deficient in reason.
not many thoughts, okay, just lack of thinking. They're like, equality, yes, but I also want someone better, yes. How's it gonna work societally? They just don't think about it. Maybe, probably. Or is it selfishness? You know, if they just think about themselves, they could always find one, one outlier. They could be the exception, while everyone could be equal, but they just, believe that, I'll find the exception, the exceptional guy. But of course, that would ignore all the other women. Societally, not everyone could have that. Or do they just enjoy the power that they have been given over men? Because of course, let's not ignore the fact that this is an actual power that they have. Like when they are in these positions, and especially with sexual independence, the power dynamics change. Women wield suddenly a lot of power over men. And of course, the dating app data shows it a little bit. That they just have so many options, but they don't like any of them. So it's really power, but also they can't really...
So here's the irony again, guys. With sexual independence, women get a lot of freedom and power. However, the men who submit to them having power become unattractive because it's submission.
But also the men become more unattractive to them, so it's not really even that beneficial to them. Anyway, guys, it is in the end a certain power.
Ego fuel.
So what is really the answer? You tell me. My guess, it's a combination of these factors. A little bit
deficient in reason.
just no thinking, a little bit selfish, not thinking about all other women, and also enjoying the power that they have been given over men and in society. And of course, as we all know, power corrupts. Can corrupt. Shout out to all the God-fearing good women out there who are not like this. Who put God first. All right, next. So any rational person at this point should realize that, they are an unreasonable people, generally speaking. Yes, guys, there's exceptions. Shout out to the God-fearing exceptions. But generally, bro, this is unreasonable. This fact alone should actually be enough proof that women should not have equal rights. If stability is sought. Like if you want men and women to have like something stable in society, this is crazy. You gotta,
let's be honest.
It makes no sense. Anyway, also power quickly goes to their heads, and that harms themselves and men because obvious reasons. The solution, guys, solution is obvious. It's Islamic patriarchy, right? With men in charge and no sexual freedom, okay? For women, but also for men, of course. You can't have one without the other. But only through marriage, for which they need a male guardian's approval. That would be Islamic patriarchy. And men can marry up to 4.
To keep society stable.
Exhibit B.